am I supposed to say about this?
Suck it.
Okay.
Okay. Justin will suck it.
No! That's not what I meant. Welcome to the CryoFox Podcast. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about the definitive editions that have been coming out, which, for Jordan, that is... So, the next generation of consoles is out, right? We've got Xbox One and PS4.
PS4, I'm familiar, yes.
That's a thing.
Back on 360 and PS3, it was kind of like getting towards the next gen console. Games were still coming out, and they were like really good games, and everybody's like, why aren't these just on the next gen console? Well, now they are. They're being ported over finally. They're like remastered, new graphics, all the DLC that was ever released for them.
Definitive isn't a game. It's now always remastered.
It is. It's like a title for remastered games that are sort of still new, being moved over, and some even older games. Basically, they're bundling it with 60 frames per second, 1080p, all the DLC, and a little bit of extra bonus content. And a lot of them are being cheaper. Like, what was it? Devil May Cry DMC, the newest Devil May Cry,
$40
was released for $40 with all the DLC, the new graphics, everything. Extra game modes added, extra difficulty levels, remastered, tools in the game like you can lock on now and stuff like that. So it's like you get the whole game and how it should have been with like all the stuff included for cheaper than the game originally was.
Got it. And they're not losing money on this.
No.
Because
everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's newer and shinier and cheaper, and it's on Xbox. It's on our next gen consoles.
Yeah. Works on me.
Yeah, I'm buying them.
Yeah.
Next current gen. What do you guys think about that? Because there's a lot of them coming. There's Borderlands is now porting over.
Tomorrow.
Borderlands is now porting over 2 and the pre-sequel. Don't do that. Devil May Cry. Tomb Raider was one of the first ones to come over.
Bought that.
What else is... There's a...
Definitely about that.
I think I've got some over there.
Any car games?
There was all the Halos wrapped into one.
Right.
So shooter games, okay.
Car games.
There's some more I missed.
Our platform game is going to be revamped.
What do you mean? What?
Mario.
That's not relevant.
Why not?
Well, I mean, like,
why not?
Majora's Mask
Well,
and things like that have
has been
released.
Yeah, that's on the
They're
Wii.
being-
No. You're right.
The Wii just keeps... Nintendo just makes the same game over and over. They've done that since the beginning. They always revamp platformers.
I don't like Wii's much.
The one thing that brought to my attention, though, like when they reamped Majora's Mask, it's like the same thing, more downloadable content, but like in some cases things are like simpler because it's like... I guess that's just Wii with like, you know, more of a child audience and stuff like that. I just... Like, it's kind of disappointing, but I mean, it's great and everything, but it's like, if you do something, it's like, you're, you know, oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard remembering, you know, just strategizing this, and then all of a sudden it's like, I just press A and it's done. Like, I think that's because we played those games as kids and they were hard because we were kids. Now we've played all these complicated games and we have better motor skills and thinking capability. I think the game is just
some
easier.
think more than others.
Dark Souls ruins other games.
Most of us have.
yeah, if you've played the Dark Souls series, every game is easy. It doesn't matter. Or watch somebody play Dark Souls. You get better at games just watching somebody play Dark Souls. Try to play Dark Souls. Which is also coming out with a definitive edition.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's coming out on April 7th. Next month.
That's going to be a painful experience.
So I'm actually really excited for it. What is it? It's Scholar of the First Sin. It's Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. So it's not called Definitive Edition, but it is Definitive Edition. But what they've done is, so it's got the new graphics treatment. You get all the DLC. The game is harder, and they've moved all of the enemies and items around. So they're not in the same place. So it's a new game. It's the same game, but it's a new game, and it's harder, shinier, and has more stuff.
Okay.
So
That's interesting.
So I've already purchased and beat this game, right?
Okay.
But I'm gonna buy it again. It was awesome, and now it has more stuff. Well, it has all the stuff that they released for it. I didn't pay for all the DLC because there were so many games coming out. I just didn't stick around to finish it, and the new generation of consoles came out, and so I stopped playing 360 games pretty much. But I'm gonna pay for it again. Does that sound crazy? This game I've already beat.
Yes.
All these definitive editions are coming out. So
Says
this is everybody, like, more definitive editions are coming out than like the amount of original games.
Original games.
Like,
You mean definitive and remake
yeah.
games or sequel games?
Basically revamping old stuff
Yeah. Okay.
is where we're at right now. Is it a bad thing?
No.
Why do we like that so much though?
Because we already have an attachment with the series or the characters that are in the games.
It's like a new.
Why would we
haircut.
want to build something new?
What I feel is that I now feel ripped off from my previous purchases.
Can you not take that back for money and put it towards the definitive version?
I could, but I'd get like $5.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Especially like it's like, oh, I got this old copy. The price will significantly decrease.
Yeah. So now the game has been remastered, which instantly drops the price more because there's a newer, fresher version of the same thing. Who would want the old one? And it's also on a last generation console, which a lot of people have stopped playing or sold or whatever. So, yeah, I can't really. It just might as well. It's better for me to just let it sit there in my collection.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I bought the Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider that came out.
For the Xbox.
For the Xbox 360, and then a couple months later, it came out for the Xbox One for the definitive edition, and I pre-ordered that, and I bought it, and I played it and beat it, and I still had just as much fun playing it a second time through, and I was not disappointed at all with anything. Even having bought the game before, I wasn't upset that I spent money on it 2 times.
Well, that's not the part that gets me. I love playing these games again with their visual treatment and getting to play all the DLC for the price of one game. There's where it is for me is the DLC problem in like these games releasing unfinished. You don't get all the content.
Yes.
They release it and then they charge you like another. Like a lot of these season passes are like $30.
At least.
And that's ridiculous to me. That's absolutely ridiculous.
That's half a new game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before, like during high school and stuff, like like Halo Wars came out, Halo 3 and all that, like go buy a game and I enjoyed those games for years. I still enjoy those games. And there were DLC packs for Halo, but they were really bulky and they were like $10.
And you had to it was like at least 3 months after the game released.
And it wasn't story. It wasn't like hidden story content. It was like
Destiny,
it was
we're looking
maps.
at you.
It was maps. It was completely optional content. You didn't have to get it. You could still play the game and get full enjoyment without buying these things. These were totally luxury purchases. But nowadays, you buy a game and they're like, buy the $30 season pass so that you can actually get the full game.
Yeah, which you spent already $60 for.
Yeah.
And now with these definitive editions, like I feel like any original game that comes out, I just shouldn't buy, and I should wait a couple of years, and then they'll re-release it
Yeah.
with better. It's gonna be a 4K graphics and all the DLC you could ever imagine, and like extra gamer score or something like that. And so many of these games have done it too. Now you can get them cheaper for better and more. And I'm like, why did I ever play that game? Why did I do that?
Compulse.
We're on to some games.
These aren't games.
Yeah, we are talking about games.
Off of the definitive topic.
Oh.
Shut up.
Because it's at 9.5 minutes.
Koreans.
Half the people are probably done watching at this point. Has anybody played the new Resident Evil?
Not yet, but I have it pre-ordered. Haven't picked it up.
Resolutions 2?
Yeah,
Revelations 2.
Revelations.
What?
Resolutions. Resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, GameStop only ordered 3, and I pre-ordered the last of the 3.
How does it look overall?
Wait, they were only doing 3 pre-orders?
Yeah. they were only getting 3 of the game coming to GameStop because no one wanted. And I pre-ordered it like the day before it was going to be coming out, and there was still a pre-order left.
They're probably just gonna buy it digitally. It's kind of Revelations is kind of a smaller game.
It's only $40. Also,
yeah, it's kind of a smaller game.
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3
pre-ordered
isn't,
that.
I don't think it's
gonna
out.
be-
No, it's coming out in May.
It's gonna be
part of
good.
The next game that's of any importance.
Yeah, I bought The Witcher 2 from Jacob, and I played like 10 minutes of it, and I liked it. I just, again, it was on 360, and I was like, I want to play Xbox One stuff right now. And I just haven't gone back to play it. I really want to, but I think I'm going to get 3. I might have to wait a little bit
3 is going to be really
just
good.
because it does look amazing, but like I know I'm going to get it, and I'm going to try to play it. And I'm like, I have all this other stuff I want to play. And like I still got the Master Chief Collection to do a bunch of stuff on that.
I think we're gonna wait until they actually fix it, though.
I think it's in a working order now.
Is it? I don't believe it.
And then probably the only thing worth mentioning in time is probably Elder Scrolls Online.
No, nothing
Yes.
about
What's
that.
the new thing?
I'm gonna get Elder Scrolls Online for consoles when it comes out.
Yeah, June 9th, I think.
June? That's a lot. That's pretty cool.
June?
June.
So it's like a monthly subscription.
No,
Elder Scrolls.
no, you buy it and then you get it and you play.
And you just have it goes off Xbox
Yeah,
Live.
they switched to free to play. Well, you buy the game on PC now, and then you don't have to pay any subscriptions.
You taste that?
What are
Bill?
you doing here?
Yeah,
You said do it now.
Look, he's even like further away from anybody than anybody else. He's like over in his corner.
You
He's
know
like,
why
He's
now.
like, I know games.
I have one question for you, Justin.
What?
What's the deal with airline food?
I don't fly on planes. I wouldn't know.
I've never flown on
That
a
doesn't
plane.
fly with him, Jordan. At all.
Oh, punny.
I know.
Well, you let me down.
What is the deal with airline?
Looks like I'm
food?
Big Spoon again. Silence.
Anyways, Oddworld. Oddworld's coming.
Getting that.
27th.
Yeah.
What's today?
23rd.
So 4 days.
That's so another remake, but this is like a really this was like PlayStation 1
This
time.
is-
Wait, it is? I thought it was like a new Oddworld. It's
No,
it's a
no.
reamped Oddworld.
Yeah.
It's rebuilt from the ground up.
Let's see, what is
Oh.
it? Probably 13
Wow.
years old.
Maybe somewhere around there, maybe even older. It's a really old game.
Did you play Oddworld, Jordan?
The guy with the weird looking head and the bug eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
farts a
a,
lot.
he's a green dude. No,
Yes.
no,
What's his name?
No.
Farts a
Abe.
lot, I remember
Abe.
that.
Abe.
Abe's Odyssey.
He goes,
Or Munch.
Yeah.
One arm bigger than the other. He had a tiny arm.
No,
I think he did.
I played
no,
this game.
no, he did not. He
Sounds-
did not have one tiny arm.
We're gonna look it up.
Is it
Maybe
really
he's thinking of
Pisco
Munch.
related?
No,
I remember this game.
I don't remember what was Munch.
Munch's Odyssey?
Yeah, well, I mean, what was he? Like the creature he was. He was some sort of like.
Oh,
dog-like
that little
creature.
top knot hairdo.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing. But
Ew.
Yeah.
I played Oddworld. Yeah,
You can do the fart bombs. You fart and then you control it with your magic and you make it blow up somewhere. I can't wait for that game.
That's good.
Well, we'll definitely do some playthroughs on that. Because it's got old fashioned multiplayer like Mario where one person plays until they die and then it goes to the other person and then they continue. I don't know if they continue or if they play from the start. I think you continue. I think it's like switching. It's like passing the controller, but you don't have to pass the controller
Okay.
because we have 2 controllers. I think that's all we have time for today.
All right. Most excited thing to come out from each person in the next few months.
The next few months.
What are we excited for in the next few months?
Game wise?
I thought I
Anything.
mentioned something earlier.
You mentioned
That was
a little
coming
bit
out.
of stuff earlier.
No, like earlier to Bill specifically.
Oh.
Something that was coming out.
Oddworld.
Mortal Kombat X for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm excited. Are you getting it?
I'll probably get that actually.
I'm very excited for that.
Oh, Mad Kitty.
I'll definitely play that with you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play the crap out.
You can use
Oh,
your
he's gonna lay
environment
down.
now,
Hey,
and
Mitch.
all that stuff.
These aren't new.
The handsome edition.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Handsome collection.
Yeah,
Collection.
I'm getting
Whoa.
that tomorrow.
Whoa.
Picking that up.
This last
Other than that,
There it is, Mortal Kombat X.
I don't know. That's probably gonna keep me busy for a while.
So the probably Borderlands Handsome Collection. Then.
Yeah, and then Witcher 3.
Jordan,
Grand Theft Auto 5 has already been out. Why does it say it's coming out again?
computer.
Yeah, PC.
Peter and like they just added
Movie,
heists. not
anything,
too long.
Jordan? Excited for coming out?
Pixels.
He's excited to come out of the closet.
We were saving that.
Yeah.
That is not your story to tell.
That's for another time.
You took that away from me.
I don't think anything exciting is coming out.
I'm just gonna say
Except
Mirror's
Mortal
Edge is
Kombat,
gonna
that'll
be
be
at E3. Mirror's Edge 2 is gonna be at E3. I'm excited to hear about that.
I'll be there with
Hey,
them.
look, there's.
Okay,
Bill.
Bill's ending us.
Say hi, Bill.
Hi.
That's our sound guy. Oh.
Yeah.